Get your kiddos. Today we are going to do a super fun fall craft along and we're going to create really cute scarecrow puppets. So without further ado, I've brought two very cute and very shy friends along today. Hi guys. This is Mary. Hello. And then we've got Lucy. Lucy is a little bit of a scary scarecrow. But they are super excited to have you all here today. And, you know, we are on the other side of the world. We are in Cape Town, South Africa, and it is almost dinner time here. So let me know in the comments where you are from. And it is such a treat to have all these wonderful friends with us here today. Mary just quickly wants to say something. Sorry, guys, she's really shy. Oh, yeah? Oh my word, she says that I forgot to introduce myself. I am so rude. My name is Christelle. I am the co-founder of Canvas Club and Creative Crafting Club, and my sister and I teach women how to start, grow, and profit from kids' crafting clubs. So we use a lot of recycled materials in our crafts, and I'm going to show you today that these two adorable puppets were made out of almost 100% recycled materials. So grab your kiddos, and if you're watching this as a replay afterwards, pause me and go and grab the materials and the supplies that you need. You've got everything at home, I'm pretty sure of it, and have a lot of fun because there's going to be a lot of imaginative play after this class whilst everyone will be holding and hosting puppet shows. And please remember to share your photos and your videos in the comments as well. All right, without further ado, okay, let me put Mary there. So what you will need for this craft along is actually fairly simple. You're going to need a paper cup, and that's just a good excuse to go and grab a cup of coffee at Starbucks or wherever, rinse it afterwards and use the recycled paper cup. If you don't have a paper cup, you can also use a yogurt cup, a nice big yogurt cup, 500 mils or 1 liter works really well. And then you're going to need a single lost sock. I'm sure that you've got plenty of those lying around. It doesn't matter what color it is as long as it's a recycled single lost sock. And then we're going to need wool or yarn. So anything of that sort that you have. If you don't have wool or yarn at home, you can also use string, just anything to create these really cute hair with. Then we're going to need a needle. I quite like using an embroidery needle, the bigger the better, but you can also use a normal needle and thread, and then some stuffing. Always fun to play with stuffing, don't you just love stuffing? Grab an old pillow, grab some stuffing out of there. If you don't have stuffing, you could also use tissue paper or even toilet paper or bubble wrap. It's just something to stuff your sock with. And then the tricky one is you're going to need a stick. So you can either use a stick from the garden, make sure that it is nice and straight, or you can use a bamboo stick, or you can use a dowel, or you can use a PVC pipe. Be creative and just grab a stick or find something straight that you can use. This is going to make your puppet pop out of the cup. So be sure to run to the garden if you don't have a stick yet, and should be roughly about 18 inch. It's 45 centimeters. We work in centimeters where we're from. And then you will also need a Sharpie. So you could draw a face. You could also use a pen if you don't have a Sharpie or any permanent marker. And then you will need some scissors. And that's it. Okay. I'm going to show you afterwards, for those who wants to stick around to the end, how to make these really cute scarecrow puppet hats. All right, so the age recommendation for this puppet craft is, it's actually for all ages. You might need some adult assistance for kids under 7, but my son, he's 2 years old. He absolutely adores playing with puppets, and we have puppet shows all the time. So 2 years until, I would say, 110 years is probably about the right age limit for this craft. Okay, so let's jump right in. Grab your sock and then find the center of your sock. Find at the toe. What we're going to do is grab wool or yarn and your needle. Remember now, if you have a normal needle and thread, it's also fine. And then you thread it through. We're just going to need a small little string like that. So you find the center of your toe, and now we're going to just poke it through like that. Let me show you up close. And then what we're going to do is you grab the one end and you pull it through. So you can pull your needle out and you can put it down, and then you'll have a piece of yarn in the middle. You can give it a knot if you want to make sure it doesn't fall out. All right, step one done. Okay, now if you're going to create cute little bows in your hair and you want to do long pigtails, then do this next step as well. If you want crazy wild hair for your Scarecrow puppet, then ignore this next step. So I'm going to quickly show you just how to create these very cute little bows on the side. What you're going to do is you're going to take your sock, and on either side of the sock, you just go a few centimeters down, and then you're going to poke it through in the same fashion that we did the top. Pull it through. Okay, so now you've got this going. All right, are you all following? Give me a thumbs up in the comments if you are following. All right, and now we're going to repeat the same step on the other side. All right, so this is the hard work. This is the difficult part, but right after this, it's going to get really easy and a lot of fun, and then it's going to make it all worth your while and all your hard work. Okay, so but you all are so crafty, so it's really not an issue. Now we've got this going, right? Okay, we are done with the prepping of our sock, so you can put your sock down. Now what we're going to do is grab your cup. All right, now you can use anything that is sharp and small. I'm going to start with my needle, and then you're just going to poke a hole in the center of your cup. Now you can use a pencil or something that make it a little bit bigger, and I'm going to use the back of my paintbrush. Whew, that's a horrible sound. Until it's nice and big. So the most important part is that your stick, whether you're using a dowel or whatever it is, should be able to freely fit through the hole. So that's the most important part of creating the hole, okay? If you are using a yoga tub, then I've cut a hole using a utility knife, or you can use a normal knife, but just be sure not to cut your fingers. So help kids with this step, because it's quite difficult to get through plastic, but it's not that hard. Oh, there's a cute little adorable stick, star sticker. But just cut the hole big enough as well if you are using a yoga tub. All right, now for the next part, really fun. What we're going to do now is we're going to start stuffing the head of our super cute Scarecrow puppet. So grab your stuffing or whatever you are using, whether it be toilet paper roll, tissue paper, bubble wrap, stuffing, and stuff your sock right to the top, so that you can create this very cute round little head. Okay, when you are done with that, let me just quickly complete that and just push it right to the top. Now you're going to stick your stick into the bottom of your sock as well. All right, push it right up to the top. There we go. So you have your stick dangling out at the bottom, and it goes right all the way to the top of your head. And if you want to be really fancy, you can also put a little bit of glue at the top of your stick and stick it in right at the top, and then stuff it afterwards, and then your stick will definitely stay in place. So now what you might need some extra hands for this step, but next step is to just tie your sock below so you can create a neck. It's really important to tie it really tight as you want to hold your stick in place. So, and now you can, around the neck, I'm going to give it a cute little bow around the neck. So you can use ribbon, or you can use an old scrap of fabric that you have as well, and you can, you know, cut it into a strip. Sorry, I'm just going to make this a little bit longer. I cut it too short. And then you can create a pretty little bow around the neck. So that's just a nice little detail for your, there we go, for your Scarecrow puppet. Okay, there we go. So now it's looking like that. All right, time for the hair. So here's a trick. You can use an old scrap of cardboard that you have at home. Grab an old box, it doesn't matter, just an old scrap of cardboard. And if you don't have cardboard, I'm going to show you something else. What I've done is I've cut a little slot at the top of my cardboard, and now I can push my wool or my yarn through it, and now I can actually go around like this to create hair. All right, so you can go around as many times as you like. There we go. Nice long hair. And then whenever you are done, I think I've got enough hair here now, you can cut it off. There we go. If you don't have cardboard, the other trick is to put it in your hand and to just go around your elbow like that. And then you can do the same thing. So that's the other way of doing it. Let me put that away. Now what we're going to do is you're going to just slide it off the cardboard. Let me just grab that little last bit. And now you can see now we've got a beautiful loop of hair. So grab a small piece of the same color wool or yarn that you've used. Just do that. And then you place it down in the center of your table. And now you find the center of your hair and you place it on top. And now you can make a knot. So you can just tie it in the middle. So as you can see, that's what I've done. All right. Let's see, there's a little bit of things stuck to it. Okay, so now I've got my hair over there. Now you can give your hair a haircut. So cut through the loops, you know, trim it a little bit. I'm going to give it a haircut once it's on my doll as well. Cut through the loops like that. Isn't that fun? And then you've got your hair like that. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach it to our Scarecrow Puppet. So remember now you've created a loop at the top of the head. So now what you can do is you can place the hair inside on top, so in the middle, and now you've got your two strings and you can just tie it in place. All right, there we go. Let's give it a knot. And now I can cut the blue off just because I don't want it to be between my beautiful black hair. All right. Look how cute that is looking already. So there we've got our puppet going. Now, if you want to make pigtails, you've got the two sides. You can really see where we're going with this. And now you can create little bows. So let me do that on either side. I need a name for this puppet. I'm going to have to start thinking of something. Let me just tie her bow around her neck so that's in the right direction. There we go. Guys, isn't that just so super cute? I'm sure that Mary and Lucy is going to be excited to have another friend. Okay, next is the face. So grab your permanent marker. Let me just give her this one, cut that loose little hair off. Grab your permanent marker or your Sharpie and let's draw a face. Don't be shy, just go for it. And don't be scared to mess it up. As long as it's a happy and a friendly little face, that's all that matters. Or you can decide, maybe you want a scary Scarecrow puppet. There we go. And she's got a face. All right, now we're almost ready to start decorating. So what we're going to do now is we're going to assemble our puppet. So grab your cup. Now you're going to push your stick through your cup from the top down like this. Okay, and now you're going to pull the sock over your cup all the way over like that. And look at her, she's already popping out. Isn't that too cute? I've made her head a little bit big, but if you are using a larger container then and you have quite a stretchy sock, then she will definitely disappear within her cup. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to quickly show you how to make these super cute Scarecrow puppet hats. It's not necessary that you do it, it's just a nice detail. And please add more details and send me photos. I'd love to see what your crafts look like. So let me show you how to make that. What we're going to do is we're going to use a recycled toilet roll cardboard. So what you're going to do is you're going to press it flat, press it flat, press it flat, press it flat. All right. And now you're going to cut a little strip. You're probably thinking, what am I going to do with cardboard tube? I mean, isn't that bizarre? Let me show you. So you're going to cut it, press it flat, and now cut a little strip like this, and then you're just going to round it out again. Okay. Now grab your needle, and you're going to poke a hole at the top and right through your cardboard tube like that. So you're just going to create a hole on either end, either side of your tube, and you're going to pull it out. And now what we're going to do, you're familiar with this step by now, we're going to just use our embroidery needle or our normal needle and some thread or wool or yarn, and we're going to push it through the holes that you've created. So doing that and that, and push it through. Hold it on to the one side and pull your needle off like that. And now you've got this going. Right, okay. So this is going to be the base that's going to shape your hat. So now you're going to tie this part, just wrap the right doll. Now you're going to tie this part onto the hair of your puppet. So I'm going to position her hat to be slightly off center, and I'm going to loop it underneath her hair. So loop it through underneath her hair, and then you just give it a knot. Okay, let's tie it in place. And cut it off. All right, so now we've got that going. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to create the fabric part that's going to cover her hat. So you can grab any old scrap of fabric that you've got, an old t-shirt. I've got this color here. I've got so many fabric scraps lying around. So just grab any one that you think would look nice. I quite like this light colored one. Put it down on your table and then find something that is round that you're just going to trace. So I'm just going to use my container here. And once again, my permanent marker. Let me just pull it so that it's in view. And you're just going to trace a circle. Don't worry if it's not accurate. It's not important. Trace your circle and cut it out. So let's do that. So with these crafts, you'll see that we are learning all these amazing super skills. We like to call them super skills. We're teaching the kids about fine motor skills, and then all fancy kinds of skills like bilateral coordination, creativity, problem solving. If they don't have a supply at hand, what are you going to use? So through a crafting experience like this, there are so many amazing super skills that the kids are learning. And we've also created a really fun freebie for you. So be sure to grab the freebie. You'll be able to grab 3 lesson plans on there just to take your crafting experience with your kids to the next level. So here we've got our circle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place it on top of your cardboard tube. And you can see already what's going to happen. So, oh, this is actually so cute. This looks like a summer hat. So you can take a piece of string and you can tie it around, all the way around, or you could even, just thinking out loud, you could even use a hairband and just, or an elastic or a rubber band, and you just loop it around. How cute is that? Let's just see. This Scarecrow puppet is so super cute. All right, we are done crafting. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to decorate. So I'm going to give her a coat of paint. You can also add flowers, or you can add clothes. Let me know in your photos what you're going to add and make it super special and extra creative. Be super, super creative. Okay, so I'm going to grab some water and paint. We love using these tempera block watercolor paints for kids, just purely because they last forever. They dry super quickly. And in the freebie, you'll be able to see the links to where you can find these awesome tempera blocks. In the freebie, there's also a recycling guide. You'd be surprised as to what type of amazing crafts you can make by using recycled items, and you can print it out, stick it on your fridge, and then also get great ideas as to what you can do with these recycling items. I mean, you would never have thought that you could create such a cute little hat, for instance, with a recycled toilet paper roll. And an old sock, what a fun puppet craft. So I'm giving her a coat of paint. Be sure to just be creative and use the paint and the supplies that you have, and don't overthink it, and just have a lot of fun with your kiddos. Okay, so I'm applying a coat of paint, and let me just give some color to her dress as well. I don't have a name for her yet. Maybe Sarah the Scarecrow puppet. I quite like the Sarah, Scarecrow, the alliteration that's going on there. Okay, so giving her dress a bit of paint and then adding some yellow. So let me know in the comments if you're using a lot of recycled items when you craft with your kids, and what type of whack recycled items you've used to make amazing crafts. Please share some photos of the crafts that you've been making with your kids. All right, guys, I think she's complete. Don't you think she's just too cute? She's got a bit of a bold patch there at the top. Hang on, let me just quickly fix that. We do not want a bold little Sarah. Let me just add some paint in right at the top. Oh, and she needs pink cheeks. Let me just grab a smaller paintbrush. And let me give her maybe some red cheeks. There we go. All right. Isn't she just too cute? Sarah is just saying something. She's also quite shy. What's up with these shy little puppets? She's saying that she wants to meet her friends and she wants to see all the beautiful crafts that you guys are making. And if you could please share some puppet show videos as well, if you are holding puppet shows with your kids. And this is going to be an imaginary treat, and the kids are going to come up with amazing things. And remember to grab the freebie in the comments, and to get your free supplies list and a recycling guide, and then also 3 awesome crafts that you can do with your kids. So it's for ages 2 to 3, there's a craft in there, and then for ages 3 to 6, and then also another one for ages 7 to 12. So be sure to grab that in the comments. Thank you guys. It was amazing to craft with you today. Bye.